What's going on, everybody? What's going on? You already know who it is. Joshua Coleman here in Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all know how we began each video. Let's make it a great day because mindsets matter. All right, I'm gonna have to do this one real quick. My schedule changed at work, so this may be the new Tell It Tuesday time. I'm gonna try to work it out. May have to do some pre-recordings, may not be able to go live, but no worries, they will come. The content will completely be the same, or we'll say ever changing, ever growing, keeping the evolving going. But the name of the live is Friction. Josh, why is it going to be friction today? I don't know if you saw my recent post, but during the season of transition, like for myself, for yourself, for any number of people, when you begin to change, as your circle changes, as your circumstance changes, when your mind is changing, you're deciding that you want to go after your dream, or you want to go after that promotion, or you want to go after that relationship, you're getting outside of the norm, or what we say you are given. You're going to have some friction, and friction is, like rubbing your hands together. It's going to get hot. It's going to get rough. It's going to get tough. Some things going to change. You're going to be getting outside of your norm. You're going to be getting uncomfortable. So I just want to encourage you that when you get into this season of transition, this season of change, you're going to get uncomfortable. That's your body letting you know this isn't familiar. You're no longer operating off of your memory system. You're beginning to operate, or you're beginning to venture into a new space where you can grow, where you can expand. That could be exponentially. That could be where you get to a point and you plateau, wherever you're going to allow yourself to get to. And I do say that I don't say that lightly, wherever you allow, because the only limits you have are the limits that you place on yourself. So when it gets hot, baby, when it starts getting friction, when you're rubbing up against some things that aren't normal to you, that are different, lean into it. Yes, it's gonna hurt. Yes, it's not gonna be comfortable. No, it's not gonna be one of them situations where you're gonna be able to rely completely on where you come from. But I'm gonna say, go through it. Go through it. Go through it, because on the other end of that friction, that heat, that pain, that discomfort, there's going to be a better you. There's going to be a better situation. There's going to be a better version of yourself. You're going to school right now. It's been getting tough. It's been getting hot. It's been getting heavy. And it's like, man, I feel like quitting. I put all my money into it. I put all my time into it. I put all my blood, sweat, and tears. Josh, I've been going hard, man. And I hear you talking about this mindset, and I hear you talking about this. I hear you talking about that. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to implement it. Hey, go through it. Go through it. Remember, your pain has purpose. Give purpose to your pain. That thing that's causing that friction, that relationship where people don't understand, where it's like, man, all you want to be a part is that get rich quick scheme. When what you're in your mind, the vision that God gave you, the thing that was given to you was that you're going to fulfill this purpose. You're going to fulfill this dream. You're laying the foundation. You're breaking generational curses. You're creating generational wealth. And it's not for everybody to understand. You're not going to have the support, but it's going to cause some friction in some relationships. But that's just you growing. The seed is planted in the ground and it's covered. It's rain, and it's not that it's going to get sunshine at first. You have to die to that old version. I'm going to say that again. There's life in the seed. But just like when things are blooming, when things are budding, you could say somewhat, and the seed begins to fall away from the original creator or the original source, and it hits the ground and it's carried and then it's buried and it begins to branch out. The first thing is that thing has to die first, that seed, that shell, that old version of you. And then you have to break out of that shell. You got to get rid of the fear. You got to get rid of what you used to do. You got to get rid of those people you used to hang around, those relationships that you were around. That stuff is not good to you. It's feeding you poison. You're going to kill the new you before you even get there, in your infancy, and that's when they want to destroy you. When you're in your infancy, when you're not as strong as you can be. But if you can break that seed open and you can start to lay down roots, you can start to branch out, you can get into that soil, and then you begin to grow up. You begin to grow into this new person as you begin to become that new person. That's why I say your goals have to be big enough that they're scary. That it's going to make you reach for something more. It's going to make you reach for something greater. And the greatest part about it is you're going to have to become something new. Come on, somebody. Feel that friction. You got to get warm. You got to get moving. And just like momentum is contagious. So let's get moving. But if your goals are big enough, you're going to create something new. You're going to begin to be something new. You're going to begin to branch into something new. And just like those relationships where people start to fall off, where they say you fake, they say you different, they say you ain't this, they say you changed. Yes, I changed because I couldn't stay the same. I couldn't stay where I was at because I wanted more. I wanted greater. I wanted to be more. And I wanted more for those around me. I wanted more for my wife. I wanted more for my loved ones. I wanted more for my family. Too many people have come up and it's been in a negative environment. I was given the poverty, the scarcity mindset. I've been there. I've been poor. I've been hungry. I've been in those situations where there was no food. You literally open up the fridge and the only thing that's in there is a dried up onion. I've walked around all day in the hot sun with nothing to drink, risking heat stroke, bathing in my own sweat, carrying everything I own. Yes, I want more, but I had to go through that friction. I had to go through that change. I had to go through that shedding. I had to go through all of those situations that I didn't understand at the time, but it was making me. It was building me. It was callousing my mind. It was teaching me the value of family, teaching me the value of friendship, teaching me the value of people and relationships. That the greatest currency, but the biggest investment you're going to have is going to be in yourself. And there's going to be people that love you that's going to tell you you're doing it wrong, but they don't have the vision. They don't have the foresight. It wasn't given to them. They're going to call you crazy. They're going to call you everything under the sun. But it's not for them to understand. It's for you to hold to your guns. It's for you to stand out there. And I promise you there's going to be plenty of temptation. There's going to be that situation where you can make $1,000 a day. And it may be legit, but if it ain't your purpose, if it ain't your calling, that's that friction you got to go through. What is your resolve? What are you going to demand of the universe? What are you going to demand of the universe? What are you going to put out? Are you going to stick through it? Or is the friction going to wear you down like sandpaper and smooth you out once you get to the end? Just like they say the coal and then the pressure and then the diamond, but the diamond has to be cut. It has to be shaped, has to be formed. This is going to be the friction. Come on, y'all. Go through the fire. Go through the friction. Go through the change. Do the thing that scares you. Because if you do the thing that scares you, you do the thing that scares you. I promise you it's greater on the other side. I promise you it's greater on the other side. I promise you it's great on the other side. You may not be where you want to be yet, but you can get there. But it's going to be friction. It's going to be hot. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rugged. But you got to stay the course. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay prayed up. Stay meditated up. Continue to have confidence in yourself. No, it won't be easy, but it is simple. Decide. Joshua Coleman here in Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all have an excellent rest of your day. We're going to catch you in the next video. Keep evolving.